played through an entire level of, you know, Blood and Truth. Great game for the PS4 VR. Great game. But I need something to rant about, you know, something to talk about as I play this level. So I'm gonna do a rant on my best buddy, Frank Kowalski. Yes, Frank Kowalski are close. You know, I grew up with the guy. He's a periodontist from, you know, Connecticut. He's a great guy, but, well, Frank's a little touchy, you know, and Frank has an odd way of dealing with pet peeves, you know. Like, I remember, you know, a couple of years ago, I was at Frank's place in Connecticut, you know, and, you know, we're trying to find a movie to watch with him and his wife, you know, and, you know, I suggested the movie The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, you know, and, of course, Frank had a problem. Hey there, yeah, you want to watch The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise? Oh, sure, you're laughing now. But you won't be laughing when the Japanese get revenge on the white man for all the samurai films he's made where the white man is a better samurai than the Japanese. Oh, sure, you're laughing now, but you won't be laughing when the Japanese get their revenge for all the white man's samurai films. You know, oh, sure, white man, stick with being a Viking, that you know well, but leave being a samurai to the Japanese. Leave being a samurai to the Japanese, because one day they'll get their revenge. They'll get their revenge on the white man for making all those movies where he implies that he could be a better samurai than the Japanese. See, Frank is very touchy, you know. Like, he loves Kurosawa films, great Japanese directors, but he has a problem with the white man thinking he can be a better samurai than the Japanese. Yep, now that's Frank for you, you know. Oh yeah, white man. White man, you think you can be a samurai like the Japanese? Stick with being a Viking or a centurion, white man, and leave being a samurai to the Japanese. See, Frank has issues with the white man thinking he can be a samurai. Oh, sure, white man. You might be able to be a fine Viking. You might be able to be a fine Viking, white man, but you will never be half the samurai a Japanese person can. Stick with being a Viking. That you know well, white man. That you know well. But you know, one day, white man, one day the Japanese will get their revenge. They'll get their revenge. Oh, God, I'm crapping out here. Okay. Joe, my doggles are crapping out. Oh, God. Doggles are crap. Frank is a bit touchy, you know. He has a problem with the white man thinking he can be a samurai. That is one of Frank's, you know, hot buttons that you do not push. White man, if you think you can be half the samurai a Japanese, half a samurai a Japanese person can be, well, Frank is going to take issue with that. Frank has a problem with the white man thinking he can be a samurai like the Japanese. Yeah, white man. You know, do you think you can be a samurai, white man? And maybe the Japanese man should make a movie where he goes to Europe in the feudal ages and shows a white man how to be a Viking or be a knight. Stick to what you know, white man. Stick to being a centurion. Stick to being a Spartan. But don't you dare think in 1,000 years, white man, that you can be a samurai like the Japanese man can. No, stick with being a Viking, white man, and leave the samurai to the Japanese. Like, that's Frank's problem, you know. He's a self-hating white man, you know, and, well, he has an odd way of dealing with frustration. I remember that trip I took to Connecticut to spend time with Frank and his wife. Well, me and Frank were at Walmart in the checkout lane, and a cashier, you know, forgot to give Frank his change, you know, and of course, a normal person would just go, you know, well, there's no problem with that, miss. You forgot to give me my change, but Frank had a different way of dealing with it. Hey, miss, forgot to give me my change. You forgot to give me my change, miss. You know, you're in here working at Walmart, not giving the guy the change he asks for, and you think you're gonna get a happy ending. Well, the Chinese have a little surprise for you in that happy ending you think you're gonna get, because, well, the white man, you know, is competing with the economic masters of China for domination of the planet, and, well, the white man is gonna lose to the Chinese. He's gonna lose, and the Chinese will take control of the earth. Then, you know, the white man's gonna be sold into slavery by the Chinese slave masters. We're gonna be sold as slave labor, you know, to the North Koreans. Oh, you think you're happy now working at this Walmart, but, well, the Chinese have a little surprise for you, miss. They got a little surprise for you. Once our economy collapses because the white man doesn't know how to run his economics properly, well, the Chinese slave masters of Earth are gonna sell us to the North Koreans as slave labor. So, you remember that next time, miss, when you're working in this Walmart and you forget to give a guy his change.
I'll fucking have ya! Ah! Can't fucking see it, can I?
That's one of Frank's hot button issues, is rude people. You know, he has many hot buttons that you do not push. One is the white man thinking he can be a samurai. The other one is, you know, people at Walmart forgetting to give Frank his change. Yeah, I know you think you're laughing at me now not giving a guy his change, but, well, the Chinese, miss, are gonna have the last laugh, because once they take control of the earth because they're good at their economics, unlike the white man, well, they'll take control of the earth, then they'll sell you and everybody you love into slavery. You'll be sold as slave labor to the North Koreans, you know, and the slave masters of China will be laughing at us. They'll be laughing at us as they count their money they got from selling the white man into slavery. Frank Kowalski. Yes, if the white man thinks he can be a samurai like the Japanese man can, well, Frank's gonna take issue with that. You know, I think what did it was all those Kurosawa films he saw, you know, and, you know, he likes movies about revisionist Japanese history, but, you know, oh, white man, yeah, you're laughing now, Tom Cruise. You're laughing now thinking you can be a samurai, but, well, the Japanese man's not laughing with you, Tom Cruise. The Japanese man, you know, he respects the samurai, and he knows the white man should stick with being a Viking. He should stick with being a Viking. You know, but the white man, don't you dare think you can be a samurai, white man. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know. You know, and remember that bit at Walmart. Yeah, I forgot to give you my change, miss. You forgot to give me my change. Well, the Chinese man, he understands his economics unlike the white man, you know. He understands that one day his, efficiency at economics will give him dominion over the earth, and he'll sell all us white people into slavery. He'll sell us into slavery to the, North Koreans, and, well, we won't be laughing anymore, miss. We won't be laughing when the Chinese slave masters of the earth sell us. Where's that shooting coming from? Oh, you won't be laughing anymore, miss.
I just need a shot.
Yeah, this game is intense. Oh, Frank Kowalski is, See it? Yeah, so like white man, if you think you understand your economics, and if you dare think you can be a samurai, white man, well, my good friend Frank Kowalski will take issue. He'll take issue with that. Frank, I think is a self-hating white man, and well, I guess he's just trying to curry favor with the Chinese, so when all us white people get sold into slavery, well, they might take mercy on Frank and his wife. Yeah, white man, you're laughing now. You're laughing now, thinking you understand the economics. You could be a samurai like the Japanese man, but Frank Kowalski sees it clearly. Frank Kowalski can see the writing on the wall, and the writing on the wall says, white man, don't you dare think you can be a samurai. And don't you dare think you won't be sold into slavery by the Chinese slave masters of the earth. That's your future, white man. Ain't no samurai in your future, white man. What there is a sweatshop. Well, they get the last laugh on the white man. Yes, white man, you dare think you can be a samurai? Well, Japanese man has a little joke on his side. He's saying, white man, you're gonna be sold to the North Koreans as slave labor by the Chinese slave masters. Ain't no samurai in your future. Oh, you should have stuck with being a Viking, white man. You should have stuck with being a Spartan. But no, the white man thought he could understand economics and be a samurai. Well, the end of the laughter's coming, white man. The end of the party's here. See, that's Frank, he's trying to curry favor with the Asians who understand their economics. Frank sees the writing on the wall clearly, and the writing on the wall says the white man is not allowed to be a samurai, and the writing on the wall also says that the white man does not understand his economics. Oh, white man, think you could be a samurai? Should have stuck to what you know best. Should have stuck with being a Viking, white man. You should have stuck to worshiping Odin.
He can't take much more.
Yes, Frank Kowalski is a man with issues. He has an issue with the white man thinking he can be a samurai. He has an issue with, you know, people thinking the white man understands his economics. Sure, some people would say that Frank Kowalski is just a self-hating white man who's, you know, kind of crazy, but, oh, what, man? You're calling me crazy, but you're the one who's crazy. You're the one who's crazy thinking you can be a samurai. Oh, does the white man think he can also be a Zulu warrior? Ain't no Zulu warriors in your future, white man. Oh, Shaka Zulu's laughing at you. And so are all the other Zulus. Laughing at the white man, thinking he can be a Zulu warrior. That's Frank Kowalski, you know. I mean, God, I wish to God I had picked a movie where the white man was a warrior he knows well, unlike the samurai. Okay, that rant's over, but Frank, you know, Frank Kowalski, good buddy of mine. Okay, I'm out.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Go get to those doors.